Hi, and welcome to RickSwanRacing. I am back again in LeMans Ultimate. Decided to jump into giving a go of the online championship system. Most of the stuff I've done has just been the open lobbies. This time decided to dive in to do the championship. Not only, as the astute viewer will notice, not only am I doing the championship for the first time, I actually am giving the McLaren a go. Switch my screen over here for a minute while I get ready to load up a practice session. Here we go. Let's try that. So yeah, I gave the McLaren a go. Long story short, I gave the McLaren a go earlier this week. Found it to be a lot of fun, really, really predictable, and pretty solid. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and use this car for the rest of the month or whatever. I'm going to do the championship with it and try to use it as much as possible for the other racing going on as much as I can. And I kind of fell in love with the McLaren. I think it's a hell of a lot of fun. So anyway, so I jumped into the 8 o'clock session, you know, looking at the time. I'll go back to the screen here so you guys can see it. So basically, I decided to jump into the 8 o'clock session for Thursday. I'm going to run the McLaren. It's this particular round is at Imola, and if you look at the forecast, it's going to rain midway through. So this is going to be probably a cluster. Only got about 14 people signed up for it, but I think it'll be a good time. So I got about 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so. So I'm going to jump in. I'm going to do some practice, try to get some laps in. Still trying to figure out the pit stop strategy. I've made some notes, but with the rain being kind of the wild card, you know, I know roughly what my lap times are. I did some practice. I know what my lap times are generally in the dry. They're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. In the wet, they weren't too bad either. So it's really going to come down to, the strategy is going to come down to when to take tires, because every practice session I've done thus far, it rained in it. So anyways, I'm going to jump in. Let me launch a practice session here. Boop. And try to get a few minutes remaining. It was an hour and 47. Got about 20 some odd minutes, like I said. So let's get in here and see what we can do. Make sure my POV camera's working. Great. Got my little cheat sheet up here that tells me approximately how many laps I can expect. The race should go about 33 laps, and the forecast appears as though the rain is probably going to hit it about halfway through. So let's see what it's doing. It is 32% chance of rain at the moment. Everybody's on mediums, so I'm going to go on mediums with a full tank. This thing gives me a 28 lap. Taking a quick look at this. About 28 laps on a full tank. Yeah, we'll give it a go. See what we can do here. I'm going to start the race with a full tank either way, so. All right, so give this McLaren thing a try. Oops, I gotta fix my. Just realized my side map is not my right screen, so I'm gonna change that. Gotta love SimHub. There we go. All right, let's get out here, get some practice in. 20 minutes or so. Let's see if it's raining. Oh, my wipers are on. Oh, that's great. So yeah, it's raining. It's all good. Everybody gets the same. Everybody gets the same challenge of it being wet. We'll see how slippery it is. Looked like everybody was on mediums.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
No, everybody's on wets. The setup thing lied to me.
Your brakes are cold. Be careful.
Let's see how slippery it is on.
Blue flag.
Get out of this guy's way of looking. You know,
Car right. Clear right. Yellow flag sector 2.
So I'm actually going to pull off because it didn't look like it was raining. Let's see if I can make it around.
Okay, Rick. It's starting to drizzle.
It's starting to drizzle. Jim, what the hell? I think you're a little late to the game there, man. Yeah, I can't even turn on slicks. All right. We're going to park it right
sector
here.
1 is yellow.
I'm going to go back and put some wets on. A little bit misleading there. Let me see here. Hello, Ron Santoro. I'm getting ready to see what this is going to be like. Yeah, see, everybody's on wets. A second ago, everybody was on mediums, and now suddenly everybody's on wets. So clearly, the display here was not giving me an accurate representation of the fact that it was raining. All right, let's get out here. So again, got about 20 minutes or so. Oops, I got no power steering, so give me a second on that. Yes, greeting, Ron. Thanks for coming and checking this out. Let's see if I got, yep, force feedback now. All right, let's go back out here now. Get some practice in before the race starts in about 20 minutes. Yeah, wet is interesting. I've done a little bit of wet racing in LMU, and the wet tires do pretty good. It's just the visibility is the biggest issue. Yeah, Ron. So this is just a practice before the race starts. So I want to get
car approaching.
warmed up a little bit in the McLaren.
Blue flag.
Anything new? Well, when's the last time you saw it? I'm trying to think. I've made some. Whoop, that Porsche just ate it in front of me.
Sector 1 is yellow.
I've made some new quick releases for the button boxes. So quick, like I have a mounting plate that has like quick disconnect, so I can swap out button boxes. I have also I fixed the monitors so they're not sagging. And the other thing I've done is I've created some new display mount plates for like flagging and for the lap timer. I feel like I'm always kind of fiddling with something. But nothing really big that I can think. I'm thinking off the top of my head of what I've done big. Mainly just making, designing and 3D printing some new flagging and flagging display locations so that I can move it around to match the car. In this case, the McLaren is down in that corner off to my left.
Incident in sector 1, yellow flag.
Let this
Looks like
Porsche go
E6
by.
has binned it.
So I'm still on cold
Flag.
tires.
Clear right.
But yeah, I have a Mustang button box now that I've designed and printed. I have the BMW M4, and then I have the Corvette. I may have to do, if I keep doing the McLaren a lot, I might have to design up and print a McLaren box.
Sector 1 is
But
green.
again, the cool thing is I've got this quick release plate behind it that I can just pop on and off whatever box I want. Yeah, nice. It's fun to design and print. Let the creative juices flow. Yeah, I'm just getting a little warmed up here before the race starts. Maybe get my wet racing legs under me a little.
Your brake temperatures are fine, mate.
I bet they are. It's kind of cold and wet out, Jim. Nice. Very cool. I'm interested to see. LMU is supposedly going to be doing custom liveries, I think, in one of the the future releases. I think maybe they were talking about even the one in April or May or whatever the next one is, DLC 5 or I think it is. It'll be interesting to see what that looks like. Say that now, I'll probably die later because of it.
Lap 159.60.
As far as rules with the liveries, whoop, he just ate it again.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I don't really know
Looks like
what the rules are. I mean, in iRacing, I think you could do just about anything you wanted. As far as LMU, I don't think they've really given any detail to that yet. I had, when I was doing a lot more iRacing, I had a custom livery made for one of my BMWs that a friend of mine did, and I made my own, but arguably the ones that I made were probably not that great. But the one that my friend made for me was great. I really liked it. It looked really good. So I don't know. I guess it depends on what LMU, like when they say custom livery, it's like, all right, well, what does that mean? Like, what are they? How much flexibility are you going to have? If there's actually a livery, if I do an Aston Martin GT3, there's actually a specific livery I might want to have made that matches the Racer's Edge car that's going to be running GT America or GT World America. That's really gorgeous, and Bell is the last name of the driver. At the moment, I can't think of the first name. Is it Jason? But really, really nice looking Aston. Well, and Ron, I don't even, like, when they say custom liveries, I don't even know what that means. It could very well be that you have to use their own editor or something like that. It may be that, no, you can't upload one. I don't really know. It may be a case of like, hey, here's some pre-canned patterns and you can modify them to make what you want, but that's it. But they haven't really announced it yet. I don't think. But, maybe it'll be the same as ACC. I don't know. I mean, the downside to ACC, though, if I recall, is that everybody has to run this, has to download everybody else's liveries manually, I think, versus iRacing that just does it automatically. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't remember. I never actually did any custom ones for ACC. Slidey, that's okay. Yeah, and so funny thing, iRacing. I actually ran into a problem with my previous computer where I was struggling to figure out why my hard drive had been it was full, and I couldn't figure out where the files were. It ended up that I didn't have iRacing set to
That
like
time was a
auto delete liveries
1:59.27.
after a certain amount of time or whatever. So I was basically saving every single livery I had ever run into for like a year or two, right? So I ended up with just a phenomenal amount of data stored on my computer, and I'm like, why is my drive full? I don't get it. And it turned out it was trading paints. So yeah, it was a learning lesson there, and I went and I changed the setting in trading paints, and I purged everything, but I have since, that computer is now migrated over to being my streaming PC that's actually sitting behind me. And then I bought a new gaming PC to run Sims on. Yeah, I do, so I used to, like, I wouldn't record my races before I started live streaming. I wouldn't record anything in real time, except for I would run 2 GoPros, one on the dash, one on my head, and I would record just to the GoPro, and then I would take those files, copy them onto my laptop, and then go back, and after the race I would use streaming software to, after the race, capture the TV broadcast camera angle, and then I would post-process the head cam, the dash cam, the TV cam, all into a single video, and then I would share that on YouTube, you know. But I've since gone to live streaming just because, to be honest, I enjoy the engagement with drivers. Yeah, we're not drivers, but people watching, like you. You know, I have fun gabbing with people and sharing passion for racing while I'm racing. Arguably, though, the video quality of the videos, because what I'm using right now is only in 1080p 60, whereas I can record on the GoPro at 1080p 60 or 4K 60, and it just looked a lot better. But it just wasn't getting the the engagement that I was looking for with viewers. So that's why I've migrated over to live stream. It's more fun that way, I think. And I get a lot of wicked good questions from people about, how I do what I do, and just BS about whatever. But what I was going to say, you were talking about files. I migrate everything eventually migrate it all onto a external drive, which I don't really need to save them because they all exist in YouTube now. But I save all my videos. Everything I've ever recorded is saved. And then, to top it off, I have a huge amount of photos and videos from the live races that I actually filmed too. I mean, my wife and I filmed, I think it was Daytona one year, and I think we came home with something like 30,000 photos. That was way deep. Way deep.
On your left, clear left.
Talking, not paying attention. Like a tourist.
Sector 1, yellow
That's
flag.
okay. It's probably good for me to get some practice following somebody in the wet.
We think cool turn. Spinned it.
Yeah, I haven't. I also haven't been streaming as much because my wife and I had to travel to Florida a few weeks back because she's actually, long story short, not to get into it, she's having some surgery, and so we have to get that done in Florida. And so I'm going to be not racing for almost 3 weeks here, or 2 weeks here in a few weeks when we go down for the actual surgery. Like when you're doing drifting. Yeah, it gets pretty challenging, that's for sure. Yeah, the iRacing stuff. The first race that I did on iRacing after they added the rain mechanic, the IMSA. I did an IMSA race. Actually, it was right after we came back from Florida, and it was Mossport. You know, so Canadian Tire, and I was running a Corvette in an IMSA race. So it was just 60 some odd cars. So it was a challenging track in the rain, multi-class. It was terrifying. And my lap times, I hadn't had any practice. I'd never driven in the rain in iRacing. And I was so far off pace, but I still got a reasonably good finish because so many people died.
Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 2.
The thing about driving in like weather like this and slippery surfaces, I live in northern Vermont. I spend my winters driving in snow and ice. And I used to race when I raced Subarus, doing rallycross. It was, you never had traction. It was always low traction surfaces, whether it was gravel or mud or snow. And you know, we would race rain or shine. You know, if it was snowing out, you're racing. If it was pouring out, you're racing. We actually did one race. I actually chaired a race at a fairground up here in Vermont, and we held the race during the remnants of a hurricane, and it was insane, and we had so much water on the course, but it was a lot of fun. It took forever to clean our cars afterwards. Checking time here. Make sure I jump out of this practice session in time to hit the bathroom real quick. Right now, just trying to kind of get warmed up a little bit. But no, definitely digging the McLaren. It feels good. So you did what, like a drift competition in the rain? Is that what you're saying? Like in real life?
Lap 158.71.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure. Have you ever, if you ever want to try something crazy, ice racing? I did a little bit of ice racing way back before I got in a rally.
All right, Rick.
And
watch these track limits.
It's crazy because, like, I know, like watching the WRC where those guys run, they do rally, you know, Sweden and Finland, well, not Finland, but Sweden primarily, and they run those hyper narrow studded tires that are running these massive studs, and like, they're like, yeah, you know, these guys get better traction on ice with those studded tires than they do on asphalt with slicks because of the way the spikes penetrate. They're scary looking. It's like motorcycle ice tires too, man. Those things are scary too. What do you mean, for race or street use?
Yellow flag in Sector 1.
Finland, I mean Rally Finland. Rally Finland is in the middle of the summer, if I believe. It's crazy fast. Oh, maybe. Yeah, WRC is amazing. I would love to see a WRC event. Huge respect for those guys. Checking time.
Time 157.86.
All right, so what are they? So what are they trying, a new stud design? Is that what it is? I'm not really familiar with it. Oh, sweet. Less aggressive, like a shorter stud.
Sector 1, yellow flag. think that tow bar has gone off. Green flag sector 1.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. I should look that up. Yeah, we are here in Vermont. We are just coming out of winter. We're in this pattern now where it gets up to be like 45 degrees in the daytime, but every night we're getting an inch of snow. So you wake up in the morning and there's snow, and then mid-afternoon it's gone. But I think this weekend we got a big ugly storm coming. I want to get my daily driver out more, and I got to give it a bath. I have a BMW that I haven't can't really drive in the wintertime, you know. That's cool. That you live close to the garage. That's sweet. I think I told you. Did I tell you that Vermont Sports Car is like right down the road here? They're pretty much. For North America, they're the #1 Subaru rally car manufacturer, and like Travis Pastrana was there, Ken Block was there. Those are all the guys that would go to the shop. Bucky Lasik, all those crazy drivers. Can't remember. I couldn't remember if I told you that or not. I'm getting old. I don't know what the hell I said. But they used to. I would go to the rallies here locally, and all those guys would be there, so you'd get to, meet them. It was pretty cool. Pretty decent guys.
Lap 158.1.
I did one winter TSD rally, and Paul Schwanier and Travis Pastrana were in it, and it was a road rally, so it was street legal speeds, but it was end of January, 10 below zero,
Sector 2 is
and
now
all night long. It was an overnight race, started at 3 in the afternoon.
We can see
And
Vector has gone off.
my navigator and I went off the road, got stuck, and we were in a ditch all night listening to XM radio comedy. We couldn't get out. It was so cool. The sky was beautiful. It was an absolutely gorgeous sky, but it was like 10 below zero. It was freezing. We had to wait till the next morning for fire department to pull us out of the ditch. All right, so I am going to pit this time around, step away for just a second, and get ready for the session. Car actually feels pretty good in this, but it's pretty stable. But park it for a second. That they're not allowing hybrids, or they're trying to include them? Here, hold on. I'll be right back. I got to jump out for a sec before this session starts. Oh, I think the hybrid's definitely, having a hybrid in any form of motorsports definitely adds an element of interest, especially like with the IMSA and the WEC stuff.
That's the end of the session. P3.
All right, I will be right back. I got to step away. Hold that thought. All right, I am back. I'm back. Just waiting for the session starting. So starting now. All right, join event. Let's do it. Do it. Yeah, I had to had to hit the restroom real quick here before this thing starts. It's going to be interesting. That's all I can say. Like I said, still trying to figure out the fuel consumption part of it. So there's only one split. Let's go to this. Make sure the camera's working. Let's get out here and practice. It's not raining at the moment. Let's go to car setup. 28 laps of fuel, so that's not accurate at all. Tires are dry. All right, let's go. Get out here and try to warm up on some. I think I got everything good. Camera's working. All right, let's do it. I really like IMSA, so I'm excited to race here at IMSA. It's a fun track. Got about 3 minutes. Probably completely going to get my butt handed to me, but I'm going to have fun getting my butt handed to me. At least I'm going to try to have fun doing it.
All clear on pit exit, you can push now.
Because to be fair, if you're not having fun, then what's the point?
You've got cold brakes all round.
Get out of the dirt there, Fern. Yeah, and I don't understand why I have a note up there that says my tank only holds 20. Oh, I know, it's 20 laps. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'll have to check my numbers on that.
To go, 2 minutes. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Flag in Sector 2.
This guy's like a Sunday driver or something.
Green flag, Sector 2.
That guy's going. Over hiding in the grass.
Green flag in sector 1. Right sub, clear right. That's the end of the session, V12.
Alrighty. So qualifying's 10 minutes, minute and a half lap-ish. So probably 8 or 10 laps. Let's go 10 laps. Probably don't need that many. Oh, it ain't gonna rain. That's good. See if I can go out and qualify and get at least a decent setup here. Check the tires, all good to go. I don't think I have setups because this is fixed. Perfect. All right. Stop, wheel stop. Okay. Okay, quality time. It is cloudy. Kind of gross. 10 minutes of qualifying. So let's see if I can go out here and put down a halfway decent time in the dry. Albeit, I think once the race starts, it's going to be
If it takes it's clear.
complete chaos and death,
to get the job done.
bodies everywhere. So,
The brakes are cold, be careful.
trying to get some tires, some heat in these tires.
Car clear left.
Looks like he wants to rain. I just hope it doesn't start in the rain. I mean, if it started in the rain, I wouldn't really care. I mean, even if the whole race was in the rain, that's fine to me. At least then it makes tire changes a bit easier. You're not trying to guess when you should be swapping out, but that's what makes it interesting. Try to build up a little bit of speed here, so tires are still coming up. I'm going to wager a bet that I probably qualify mid-pack.
V11.
Trying to get these tires up. Crazy on the ships here. see how I do here.
Time 150.78.
Position.
10.
Your brake temps look good. Okay, Rick, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Cold tyres all around.
Bet they are. Thought she was going to rotate on me there, but this lap is, right now I'm already a second up from last lap, so hopefully that helps me a little bit. Give me a second and a quarter. See if that gives me any love.
Lap
Gain one position out of
149.56.
Place.
14. Slightly different line there, see if it gives me a little bit of speed. Quali session should be just about over. Check in a minute here. About 2.5 minutes left.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I definitely took way too much fuel for this qualifying run. That's okay.
Time 149.75.
Yeah, I think all in all, I'm going to be at the back of the pack. Doesn't appear as though last row, but that's okay. That's okay. Not super worried about it, other than it means that if the race starts in the rain, I'm going to be looking at a lot of rain in people's tires. A lot of rooster tails. Got about a minute left to quali. Still trying to, I think this is only about my third race with a McLaren, so I'm still kind of getting used to the car, so I like it though, it feels pretty good. 20 seconds of quali left, so probably won't get another lap out of this. That's okay, I don't think I'm really going to improve upon this much. Although I am up a little bit, up a quarter of a second, roughly. I just lost it on that corner. You know, I don't think it'll gain me any spots, so I'd be surprised.
Time 1:49.49.
14, that's okay. Let's go Parco here. See if I can figure out if it's going to rain at race start. Let's see, what are they saying? It's a 95% chance of rain. When I checked it out, it looked like it was, I'm going to go for, that's not what I was going to go for. So fuel, full fuel is 28 laps. I'm going to have to stop. So what if I do only about 50% fuel, knowing that I'm going to have to stop, but also knowing that I'm going to take tires mid-race. Let's try something different. So tires, forecast. Let's wait and see what the, this is quali forecast up here, shows just cloudy, but let's wait and see what it seems to think it is at race start. But it looked to me when I saw the forecast it was going to start raining roughly about halfway through, so I'm kind of wondering if it maybe makes sense to only take 50% fuel. It's race start. I don't know. Wonder if you can do that. I mean, the whole race is 33 laps. It looks like my max capacity was like about 29.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
So I'm going to start with 16 laps of fuel, and I'm going to start with mediums. Okay, cool. Now what I'm going to do, if I can, is I'm going to change my pit stop to take new wets, because theoretically, again, I'm still figuring this stuff out, but theoretically it's going to start raining mid-race, so I'm going to preset it to, I've got about 13 laps of fuel. Is that right? That's not what I want. I want more than that. See if I can take a little more fuel. I don't want to start with that much fuel. I want to start with more like, let's go more like 18 laps of fuel. And new wets. 47 seconds. Hey, Chugbug. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to start this championship race. It's supposed to start in the dry, and then about halfway through, it's going to go start raining. So my plan is to take fuel. I got about a half a tank of fuel. I'm going to take fuel about halfway through. I'm only going to start with half a tank of fuel. Let me see what everybody's at. See, everybody else is starting with like 100%. But I'm going to take tires and the rest of my fuel midway through the race and see what that does. It's either going to work or it's not. Either way, I'm probably going to die because somebody's probably going to hit me. But hey, why not? It'll be fun. Try.
Formation lap has started.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, the forecast looked like it was going to start raining roughly about halfway through the race. So I'm going to see if I can maybe have a really good start on less fuel and then take tires and fuel at the midway point. Guess we'll give it a try. It's either going to work or it's not going to work.
Green flag, green flag.
Car right. Hold your line. Right side's clear. On your right. Clear right.
Try not to kill my car in the first lap here. People are being a little bit weird.
Car right. Right side's clear.
Should be a spicy race. Theoretically, I should have a little bit of a weight advantage due to running 50% fuel. That's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Lap 2:04.71.
Still there.
This guy's going to try to tag me now.
He's still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Clear left. Left, clear left. Car right. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear right.
Try to at least get by that guy.
Okay, Rick, you just cut the track.
No.
Just done a 1:45.92.
See if I can gap this guy a little bit now. Be nice. Actually, he's actually running about the same fuel load that I am. So, all right. So that would make sense why we're carrying about the same pace. But if he qualified in front of me, he's definitely faster than I am.
Tires are cold, watch out.
I have a feeling he and I are going to be battling for a bit. It's good.
inside.
Dude, seriously.
Clear left. Okay, Rick, you had some minor aero damage. Stay out, it's not that bad.
I wonder if that was intentional or unintentional. I have a feeling it was intentional. Maybe not.
That time was a
Hit window is now
150.70.
Need to hit for fuel by lap 18. The car in front of us is now barren. Car left, clear left. That's the stuff, we'll have some more of that.
Thanks, Jim. Put your car in the dirt. I'm not trying to get by you.
The guy in front is Pullman.
Looks like he just came out of the dirt. So as of right now, I got about 16 laps of fuel. So the rain's coming, I think. I think this will actually tell me when, theoretically, it's coming. I don't usually look at that on the screen, so I'll check it out. Forecast.
Time 149.19.
1.4, B12.
Interesting. Well, maybe it won't rain. Guess I'll get my head down here and pay attention. Second gear does not do well there. Maybe I'm catching this Porsche.
That's a new fastest lap for Netto, 145.79.
That time was a 148.96.
think Oilman has crashed.
Weird. I forgot to shift down. I was like, that's why she's pushing. I never shifted down to boost.
That time was a 1:49.16. Ferraris are catching back up. Well, so far so good. No rain yet. Wonder if my pit stop plan is going to work out. Lap 1:48.77.
If it doesn't rain, then I guess I'll just won't change tires. Actually, no, I'll probably change tires. So far, pretty clean race, it seems like.
V12 is closing you down. The gap has
he's
come down to
fast.
0.5.
Pretty sure that guy qualified higher up than I did. So it's not a surprise he was catching me, to be honest. I'm slow.
Air temp's falling. It's now 73 Fahrenheit.
Well, I'll stay in front of him as long as I can.
Time 1:48.55.
It's pretty close to my estimated lap time, so I'm happy with that. I think I gotta push a bit here.
Yellow flag, sector 2. Sector 2 is now green. We think Tobon has spun off. Car right. Still there. Right side's clear.
Flash mill you on. You're the jackass in your end of it. I love when people run into you because they're not paying attention. Somehow it's your fault.
Lap 149.93.
10 laps remaining. Let's see if the rain's coming. Oh, it's getting darker.
Alright Rick, you've used half your fuel. Time to get defensive, mate. Incident in sector 2, yellow flag. We just had a warning for cutting the track. I think that Baron has gone off.
Trying to find that first gear before I'm slow enough to safely go into it. Not a good thing. The other Ferrari looks like he ate it. I think the guy behind me checked up pretty hard, and then the guy behind him just lost it.
Incident in sector 2, yellow flag. We can see Sorge has binned it.
Well, it's too bad for him.
Green flag, sector 2.
There he is. Didn't know where he was going. But got by him anyways, safely. There's that first gear beeping in. Let's not blow up my transmission. All right, 8 laps. Where is the rain? If this keeps up, I'm going to probably
That time was a
just stay on tires that I got.
148.32.
I don't know why my screen has decided to glitch a lot. This is not good. Frame rate just dropped hard. Maybe it means weather's coming. tires are still in great shape, so I guess if it doesn't start raining, then I will just stick with the tires I got for now.
V12 behind is now 0.7.
There's that beep again. Seven
Lap
laps.
148.60.
Clear right. Fastest lap for Coulter, 145.52.
6 laps.
Air temperature's falling. It's now 69 Fahrenheit. Flag in sector 1. It looks like Oblong has binned it.
Lap 148.39.
Sector 1 is green. The gap to V12 behind is now 0.6.
I'm going to take a gamble, set it up for no tire change, since I'm going to have to pit early. Oops, I think I just cut the track. Probably what'll happen is it'll start raining right at the end. Too deep. Oh, guy behind me almost lost it. Got sideways. Porsche never duking it out.
That time was a 148.89.
Interesting. starts raining. It looks like I'm set to take no tires and a little over half a tank of gas, which as of right now is not a bad plan, but if it starts raining, it's going to get super interesting.
Lap 1:48.47.
It's almost the halfway point.
Yellow flag, watch out. We think that Kovar has gone off. Sector 1 is green.
Way off.
Behind is now 0.6.
Of fuel.
Time 1:48.82.
Ferrari behind me just
Yellow flag. Sector 1 is now green.
Still no rain.
Okay, Rick, we're at the halfway point.
Tires are at 90%, so they're good. I was a little bit distracted because I've been trying to adjust my fuel load for when I pit next lap.
Aslan is now on wets.
Pretty early to be on wets, my man. Hasn't started raining yet. I'm going to take a gamble and not take wets, because it'll just burn them up, because it hasn't started yet. Then, if I need to pit, I'll see if I can pit, not take any fuel, and just take tires. tire. Got a little bit of damage, nothing big. So I'm going to pit next time around.
Time 1:49.14.
Okay, pit stop requested. Pit crew is ready.
Porsche behind me is pushing hard.
All right, Rick, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. When we leave the pits, we think we'll be in P30, right behind Aslan.
So taking 16 laps of fuel, no tire change. I'm going to hold out because I know it's going to rain. What? Gonna try to buy some time here. Okay, hitting. Hopefully I don't get a penalty on that one. Happened to me in one of my previous races recently.
Go, go, go.
Okay, 22 seconds, no tires, half fuel. Perfect, no repairs. I will have to come back in. No fuel, but tires once it starts raining. Okay. So now, what I will do...
Lap 2, 29.33.
No fuel.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line. Blue flag. If your brakes are cold, take care. Okay, Rick. The next car is Sergey.
I bet you some of these guys haven't pitted yet.
Blue flag.
I'm not going to pull over and let you go, dude.
Blue flag. Left side.
Or you're going to force it.
Hold your line. Clear left.
The douche.
Car left. Clear left.
It's not necessary. The moral of the story is, Assbag, is that you pass when you have a straightaway or when the guy can't give you a chance. Hi, Mr. Dante. Good timing. You're seeing people be turds. About halfway through one of the championship races, and I'm waiting for it to start raining. Just pitted, took about a half a tank of fuel. Now, let's see. See how people are doing on fuel. Guy in front of me is on wets.
That time was a 2:07.85.
Cold tires. Cold tires. Hey, did you notice what car I'm driving? I decided to give the McLaren a try, and I dig it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that guy in that Mustang was being a jackass. I mean, he was flashing me, I'll let you buy, but there was no way to let you buy for a couple corners. So, how about you be patient? Rather than just literally run me off the road, damage both our cars. Actually in front of me. I think it's P4. Yeah, it's P4 in front of me actually, in that white Porsche. Kind of waiting for the rain to hit. I bet you it'll hit like the last 10 minutes.
Lap 149.58.
It was like 95% chance of rain, so where is it? Oh, the damn rain. Yeah, Dante, I decided to give the championship stuff a go. This is my first time trying it out. Why do I swear I just thought I heard thunder? That'd be cool. Let it pour. It's either that or somebody just dropped something upstairs.
Behind is increasing. It's now 5.7.
See what the forecast is. Light rain. Still only chance of overcast or light rain. See how far P11 is in front of me here. 16 seconds. He's quite a ways. And
that time was a 149.56.
Yeah, I'm digging the McLaren. It's pretty cool in this. I'm very happy with it. Very predictable. At least so far it has been. This is the longest race I've done of it.
It has 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
Right, bring on the rain. Say reeling him in, that's a pretty big gap.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. It looks like Baron has stacked it.
Yeah, I like the McLaren so much. I actually just went out and bought a FAF Motorsports McLaren shirt from their last year IMSA stuff because it's a cool looking shirt. I'm like, you know what? I need a McLaren shirt for when I do these races. Try to match the brand of the shirt to whatever it is I
Yellow flag.
happen to be racing, just for the hell of it, because I'm a nerd like that.
Lap 149.35.
FAF is ditching all their McLaren stuff because they really only stayed with McLaren for the one season. So I ended up picking up my my youngest boy when he went to the Rolex. Picked him up a really nice looking FAF hat at the race, and it was a really good price. Is it that it's not like actually working or just low turnout? A little late on the brakes there. Looks like P16's in front of me. I'm gonna lap this guy. By without any issue.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Turned in too early there. I was sloppy.
Green flag sector 1.
Oh, it's getting dark. Well, I said that before. Maybe now it's going to rain. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It would be interesting to look at the numbers of the other sims to kind of see where people are spending their time, you know, what sims people are moving to. You know, instead of Race Room, for example.
Clear left, B12.
Got my number 16. I was lapping him. Yeah, I mean, with AMS2, like I said the other night, you know, it's just, it's not that I don't like the game. It's just I'm having too much fun in this. You know, it's I'm really digging LMU. Actually, so yeah, I was going to tell you, I'm probably going to be out your way in Chicago. It looks like, if I'm correct, that my wife and I got media passes as influencers, or media or whatever, to go to the Chicago Expo, the Chicago Sim Expo in September to go cover it. So I'm wicked stoked about that. Go see some cool stuff and rep my brand, hopefully, here. Get people to learn who RickSwanRacing is, right? Yeah, 6 peoples. Man, that's not enough. It's probably the same 6 people, you know? That sucks.
Lap 151.20.
Okay, Rick, we've got the chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go.
15 minutes. That means we got rain coming.
D11 ahead is now 9.6 seconds.
I think that might be him right there that I just saw. And I think he's actually out of wets, which means he's really slow and burning them up. Let me see if I can tell. Yeah, he's 9 seconds in front of me on wets. And it's a dry track. So it'll be interesting to see what the delta is, as I'm probably catching him fairly fast. So I think the last time I heard it, I was like 15 behind him. Now I'm like 8 or 9. Stay on the track, Rick. Tires are down to about 83 to 90%, so not too bad. I'm down to 8 seconds. So I'm gaining at least a second a lap on this guy.
9.44.
Maybe a second and a half. See if I can push. The thing is he's not, if it starts raining, he's not going to pit.
The gap to Sergey in front is now 8.0
So
seconds.
maybe his gamble will work out.
Aslan behind is pitting now.
7 seconds. Yeah, I'm gaining almost 2 seconds a lap on this guy.
Sector 2 is yellow. We can see Baron has crashed. Sector 2 is now green.
Oh, there's Baron. Yeah, I was dealing with him earlier.
Aslan is now on mediums. Okay, Rick, the next car is 2 laps behind.
2 laps, man. He must have taken damage from that crash.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Baron's on wets too.
That time was a
10 minutes left or so.
149.31.
Well, maybe it'll pay off. I have to believe that he's destroying. These guys are destroying their wets. I mean, in real life, I'm guessing that's what would be happening. Forecast is just overcast, no rain. So, if I'm reading that correctly, we may not get any rain.
You've used half your fuel.
Yeah, I think I got extra fuel on this.
Relay E11 in. The gap is 5.2.
Guy behind me just lost it. All these guys, it took, reread that. Yep, forecast over the
Cars pitting. All right, Rick, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
I want to catch this guy.
Sector 3 is clear. Green flag in Sector 1.
Well, down to 4 seconds, so. And who's KW Studio? Are they the developers of Racer? They're not the developers.
Neto is leading the race.
Down to 3.5 seconds. Little deep. Tires are getting a little squish. Oh, the developers. So you're thinking they kind of put a bad taste in some people's mouths? Whether it's the fan, probably not with the fans or with like partners or other like shareholders. Let's see if I can tell how many people are on wets. Oh, just the guy in front of me now.
You're reeling, Sergey. The gap is now 2.8 seconds.
Coming for you, Sergey. I think I got time to catch you. I just got to get by you. Seven minutes, almost 8. Down to 2 seconds behind P10.
Lap 1:48.74.
Oh, he went in the dirt. I think because this guy
Clear left.
kind of... Oh, the guy behind me just ate it. He's having a bad night. Baron was the one that I was fighting with, I think, early in the race. He went off, and I think it just got worse from there. But now, I got to catch this BMW on wets. Second behind him.
Yellow flag, caution. We think that's Baron has spun off.
Yeah, Baron's having a bad night. Out of the wire here, got to make a move on this guy. Maybe I can get him on the straight. I think he was really banking on it raining.
Rights are clear right.
Smart move, thank you, sir.
Nice one, Rick. Nice move, mate.
Yeah, he's got nothing. He's on reins. Yeah, he's on wet tires.
That time was a
Right, sector 2.
1:50.25.
Keep it smooth. P10.
It'd be cool to catch P9, but I don't think I'm going to. I think that's P9 right there. This is actually only the actual second, maybe third race I think I've ever done here. At least on iRacing, or LMU.
The guy in front is Tracy. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. Gap to Sergey behind is increasing. It's now 2.4.
ABS lock up there. All good. So my tires are rolled down. 80%, 80 to 90%. Not too shabby. Coffee to the mic. Yeah, I did a league, so Dante. I actually did a league
Lap 1:49.13.
a little over a year ago, and it was a super fun league. But long story short, they had a really hard time with the awards. Like this league actually had, prizes for first, second, third,
The
and
track temperature's decreasing. It's
two
now
different classes of
75
GT3,
Fahrenheit.
like a pro and an amateur level in the league. And nobody got their prizes. It just fell apart. You know, the league runner kind of waffled about, and for whatever reason just wasn't able to get the prizes. And then they ran another series after it. I ended up quitting midway through the series because I could see that things were just not kosher. And then, I'm not going to say who it was, but they said, oh yeah, well, we're going to have this league, and one of the sponsors is this particular brand that I'm not going to say, but well worth it. And I'm going to get out of this guy's way. It's P1.
Left side. Clear left.
And then the sponsor got on the Discord and said, we never agreed to that. So the season that I actually took a trophy and should have gotten some stuff, never saw it. And then the season after, which I ended up quitting out, the sponsor, not the sponsor, but the league organizer lied, you know, and the sponsor's like, well, that's not cool. But the cool thing is that the sponsor ended up kind of still helping the drivers out, the ones that won, and gave them some pretty good discounts on product as a way of saying, hey, you know, it's not fair to you guys. You guys got screwed by a, you know, what is arguably kind of sleazy. But I don't know whatever happened to the league. It's too bad. It was a hell of a lot of fun, and a bunch of really good guys. But shady stuff, man.
Blue flag. On your left.
I go super wide for these lap cars. Go, dude, go.
Blue flag. Car right.
I don't feel like getting door slammed by you again. The jackass that slammed me last time. I'm not racing with those guys, so no point in me getting in the middle of that. Sitting here at P10, which I don't know.
Sector 1 is yellow. We think Tobon has stacked it.
Let's see, how far am I behind 9? Oh, way off, 19 seconds. I lost a lot of time also with that little thing right there.
Okay, Rick, the next car is Rodriguez.
The only way I would catch up to these guys is if somebody has an accident.
That time was a 1:52.61.
Yeah, setting up triples can be kind of messy. One more to go. White flag. I picked my fuel right. I got 3 laps of fuel left. That's not bad. I will take a P10 considering where I think I started 14 or 15, so I'll take it. Actually, I'm sitting at P9. I don't know what happened. Don't come over, don't come over, don't come over. I know you're ahead of me, but don't come over. Looks like the guy in front of me just got a freebie. Wonder how I ended up at 9. Maybe someone ran out of fuel or a crash. No way. All right. No rain. That's amazing. I really thought it was like 95% chance of rain. That's crazy.
P9. Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate. Okay, pit stop requested.
I will take that. Not bad. Not too shabby. All right. Go find a safe place up here to park so I don't get clobbered if somebody comes around. We'll do a little recap.
The pit crew's ready.
There, not bad. So pretty crazy. Let me go to the screen here. Yeah, pretty crazy that it didn't end up raining. I mean, even the forecast here had an icon for rain, and the forecast initially was, honestly, I thought it said 95% chance of rain. That is crazy. All right, so let's jump out of this and see. I don't know if these races provide driver stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that's too bad. I kind of wonder if a lot of these guys, like you're mentioning KW, I wonder if I have no beef with them because I've never dealt with them, but you know, I think everybody's like, oh, it'll be so easy to run a league, and then they don't, like, maybe they shouldn't run a league, right? You know, maybe they don't really know how to do it well, and but I mean, it's cool that somebody wants to host a league and, you know, and have that, but you know, from when I ended up talking to the guy that ran the league that I raced with, he and I had a pretty good talk. It's a lot of work, you know, and he had, you know, there was live streaming on YouTube and everything, and but yeah, no thanks, that was a good race. I'm gonna jump out of this and wait for the results. I want to see if I got, there you go, online results. Let's see. Yeah, that was a super clean race. Super clean. Very, very happy with that. I'm gonna turn off the epic music here because I feel like I'm shouting. Let's see, rank breakdowns. Do I get anything out of that? Yep. So I gained 4 spots or 5 spots. Started P14, ended up 9th. Okay, I did actually gain some rating in my quest to finally get out of bronze. It'll be interesting to see how that ranks out with the championship. I don't really know. I may go take a quick look at that. Again, I've never done one of those, so let's back out here and let's go to championships. And I'm curious if, all right, so this is me. I did 1 race, and let me see if it shows standings. Oh, wow. Okay. So how do they do this? I'm curious how they break it down. Oh, I see, bronze. So it's broken down by bronze. And currently, with that finish, I'm sitting in 5th place. But I'm only one of, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like only 8 people have yet done. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm still in bronze. I just want to get out of bronze. It seems like it's like 2 steps forward, or like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. You know, I have a couple good races, I gain a few points, and then I get put in a split where I'm definitely over my head. You know, and I think that's the thing, is everybody's like all bent on like, oh my God, I got to have the highest I rating, or I want to get out of bronze, or I want to do this, and you know, realizing it's like I tell my kids, look, no matter what you do, there's always going to be somebody that's better than you. You know, there's always competition. You're always going to be trying to chase that goal. All you can do is just have a good time, try hard, do your best, but have fun. No matter what you do, have fun. And, you know, like early on with this, I was in LMU, I was actually kind of frustrated because I'm like, oh, what the hell? I can't get out of bronze. I can't get out of bronze. But my safety rating is capped. And I realized, one, have fun, Rick, have a good time, and realize that this can be pretty competitive. And, you know, I noticed, like, there was, I don't know, a month ago or so, I had a day off. I have a state job, and we had a state holiday, and I had the day off. And so I did some daytime racing, and I was racing against, like, European drivers. And, man, the competition was thick. It was stiff. And it was fun, but it was hard. And just goes to show you that, you know, there's some people that they put in a lot of time, and they're just naturally really good in it, and they put in a lot of effort, and they put in a lot of practice, and they get quite good at it. You know, I don't really have any illusion of being a pro driver, but I want to have fun at it, and I want to share, like I've said in my videos, share this passion that I have with everybody else, whether it's racing, BSing while I'm racing, talking cars, talking racing, talking whatever, and then talking about how I made this sim. To me, that's the fun part, which is why I'm excited to, you know, to go to this expo in Chicago. I think it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to do coverage of it. So yeah, so you're still in bronze, yeah. Well, you know, your safety rating's growing. I mean, my thought is that, look, if your safety rating's growing, that means that you're consistent, and you're, same with me, at least for me, this is the way I perceive it for me. I don't really know about your driving ability because I've never raced with you or seen a race, but, you know, if you can be consistent, you can develop speed. If you can be smooth and see accidents before they happen and identify when stuff's about to go south with the guys in front of you that really aren't paying attention because their elbows are out and they're smashing each other. If you can read that, you can usually do pretty well. And so developing safety rating means that you've got really good situational awareness. You're able to dodge stuff. You're able to avoid stuff. You're able to see stuff before it happens. That's a valuable thing. Speed will come if you keep applying yourself and keep trying and keep pushing that boundary. That's my opinion. That's my justification for why I'm still in bronze, but I've got a great safety rating. And then, as I said early on, I actually almost made it, I think, to silver early on, but that's when there was a lot of instability in the sim, and I got a lot of big DNFs. Like, I had a couple crashes where people killed me. Knock on wood, if anybody that's watched my streams will notice it, I don't tend to go off. I tend to get killed. And a combination of getting killed by a few people and then having DNFs due to server crashes or instability. So I lost a lot of ground early on, but I'm getting there. So anyways, to answer your question, which round? This was round 1, so Imola, and then I'll go through the list. I'll tell you what's next. But this was my first championship race I've ever done in LMU. This was the first round, so this was GT3 fixed Imola. Pretty good field in this one. I think we had like 18 cars, roughly. It was supposed to rain. It didn't. I definitely feel cool for the moment stepping in at P4 in the championship in this division or whatever they're calling it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see, manufacturer. Do they have manufacturer points? Oh, that's within manufacturer. I'm not going to be. Oh, excuse me. Burping. Okay, so within manufacturer on P10. Okay, cool. Nationality. Ooh, hey, this is kind of cool way. I've never checked this out. So by nationality, on P7. Cool. Nice. Burrito Junkie. That's an interesting name. I like burritos. Overall, yeah, I don't even want to know where I am overall. I'm sure I'm way down the numbers overall, because there are some real. I mean, these guys that are gold and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna get near these guys. Okay, so let's look at the schedule. So yeah, so first one was Autodromo Enzo E Dino. I thought it was just Dino Ferrari. Okay, so Ferrari number 1, Imola, love it. That's one of my favorite tracks actually. Number 2 is going to be Algarve. 3 is Sebring. Love Sebring. Unfortunately, I'm looking at the dates. This is going to be a little bit weird because I actually am traveling on the 15th. So, which means 14th or 15th. So I'm actually going to have to get my racing in early for that one. And then Coda. Yeah, I got that right. Yeah, we're going to be traveling April 15th. And then Coda, sadly, I really like Coda. I'm going to completely miss it. And then, let me see, April 22nd. I think I will be back for Monza. And then round 6 is Jose Carlos Pache. So that should be Brazil. Yeah, Brazil. Which I struggle at that track. I'm okay at it, but struggle. Yeah, so Dante, how did you like the championship stuff? I thought the competition was great. I thought that this was very respectful competition, at least in this split, other than the one Mustang that was just way too impatient to get by me. But is what it is. Is what it is. You know, he didn't die. I didn't die. I let him get by me. Saw him again the second time. I stayed out of his way. I mean, he was a lap up on me. I just think he should have been a little bit more patient, because that was kind of BS that he just decided to stick his head in there and door slam me and try to shove me into the gravel. It's not a nice way to pass. But and then, okay, leaderboard. Let's see. That was standings. Leaderboard must just be whoever the fastest times are. What's that? A 144 lap time? I'm like 5 seconds off from that. I'm not even remotely close. But that's why that guy's a gold driver. Yeah, I am slow. Go back to this. I'm going to turn the epic music back on because it's so epic. Looking at the time, there's a race starting at 11 o'clock. So in an hour, there's one person signed up with it. That's unfortunate, so nobody's going to do that. But, all right. Yeah, I got to turn the music back off. It's drowning me out. But yeah, no, I'm going to try to do another stream this weekend of this race because that was fun. And I bet you next race it rains because I really thought I was going to do it this time. So, all right. So I am going. I have fun. I just haven't been in the mood. Yeah, no, I can understand it. There was a time in iRacing where I got pretty discouraged actually with some of the stuff that was going on in there and some of the drivers that I interacted with, and I was like, I needed to take a 2-week break. I had to step away. Here, let me change the screen here for a sec. I had to step away. I'm like, you know what? I'm not in the right frame of mind to do this. Everybody's irritating me. I just dealt with all these people that are jerk-offs, and I had some bad races, and I'm going to walk away. And, you know, there was times where I took a week or two break because I needed to let I needed to let my head settle, but also I needed to let my passion for wanting to race come back a little bit. And, you know, I've run into that with a variety of things. I mean, for example, for me with music, you know, I played a lot of guitar. I play rock and metal for fun. And I had to change a career for a brief period of time where I became a lessons manager for Guitar Center, and it came to the point where I was playing guitar every day a lot, and to be fair, it actually kind of burnt me out, you know. So too much of a good thing, I guess is my point, can kind of kill the cake in a way, you know, and you just need to step away for a little bit and just take a break. And, you know, certainly with sim racing where it's super competitive and people are just out for blood, and you run into tools that just want to dump you off the track and stuff like that, and it doesn't help the mood of wanting to go race. It kind of takes the fun out of it, kind of kills it. So get outside, get some fresh air, do something else, play a different game. I play this. I have dabbled a bit with DCF and flight sims because I'm an airplane nerd, and I've also you know, I like to play strategy games like Manor Lords or SimCity and stuff like that, where I'm not, you know, high intensity racing and stuff like that. But anyways, it is 9:35. I am going to log off. That was a successful race. I'm pretty pleased with, I think it was P9. Great place for me to finish in my first race. And with that, I'm going to jump off for the night. But I want to say thank you for everybody who came in tonight, watched a race, wanted to BS a little bit. Fortunately, I didn't put it into a wall by looking at my chat screen up there. That's always a good plus. And I'm pretty pleased to be sitting at, if I think I was correct, sitting at P5 in this particular division right now. That's super cool, and we'll see if I can stick with it. But yep, again, thanks for coming, everybody. Please hit the like, please leave a comment, please subscribe, and I'm probably going to be on this weekend and try to do another round of this. If not, I'll probably be running the Aston Martin and something else. Either way, or not Aston Martin, I can't believe I said that, McLaren. I'm probably going to be sticking with the McLaren for a bit because I got to tell you, I really like this car. But anyways, I'm out for tonight. Have a great night. Peace. Catch y'all later.